We're in the construct.
Trying to take some of it.
Oh, that fun that day in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Keanu, Carrie, I was the biggest fan of The Matrix when it came out, and I can't quite believe I'm now old enough to be interviewing you about a new Matrix film. It is just a career highlight, I should say. I felt so nostalgic even just watching this one back, because there are so many throwbacks. For you guys, how much fun was it just recreating kind of even some of the same movements, you know, just like feeling like where you're unplugged and things like that, which very similar to what we'd seen obviously in the first film. What was that like for you, kind of reliving that all over again?
Yeah, it was reliving it at the same time, living it anew. That gesture you're talking about, kind of feeling the back and seeing what the plug, if the plug's there and stuff. There was certain moments that were intentionalized, like, okay, so that was then, so let's do it now, but now is different. And I think Lana Wachowski, the director, was playing with that idea of the past and the present.
I even feel like you're sitting in the Matrix right now with this white background behind you. It's very cool.
We're in the construct.
I know, I love it. I love it. Carrie, you have always been the most badass woman on screen as Trinity. Now, like you're a mum, you're now the coolest mum ever as well. What was it like? Because obviously Keanu's been doing like John Wick and Keeping Up with the Fighting. For you, how was it returning to all of that?
It was challenging for sure, and exciting. I love that physical aspect of what it takes to play Trinity. You know, as challenging as it was, just because my body's so different 20 years later, and it was a challenge that I loved. I only wish I could have had more of the action. Like I as challenging as it was, I really loved it. I love being a part of those really physical scenes, and especially doing them with him. He's so masterful at it, and it's so amazing to partner up with him in the acting and then in the action. I learn a lot by watching him and how he meets the action in such a believable language. He has just this incredible ability with his body to tell story, and I learned a lot working with him this time around, watching him and trying to take some of it.
Well, you nailed it.
It's always been such a great on-screen partnership, so I'm so glad to see it like back together. But obviously, like I said, I'm a huge fan of The Matrix, so I was always going to see this film. What about the new generation? What do you think? It's aimed at kind of people like me, or have you aimed it at like bringing in a whole new audience to the franchise?
No, I feel like that's the director question. My view is that I think she's hoping to be able to entertain people and provide that Matrix experience for people who have seen the trilogy and people who haven't. And in terms of the age of the developmental age of people, I think I really do feel like she's super inclusive and wants to embrace everyone.
And for you guys, what was, obviously I know there's going to be challenging parts, but what was the most fun part of this that you're just going to look back on this and be like, oh my God, we had so much fun that day?
Oh, that fun that day. I don't know, I have a bunch of those. We got the jump. I also like just the first time that we meet, and then all of our scenes.
It's really fun. It was really fun. Every day was really, really lovely to be across from him and partnering up in that way. It was really a joy.
In the Matrix.
Yeah.
In the Matrix. I want to be in the Matrix one day. I love it. I loved it so much. You guys, good luck with the film. I hope to see you on screen together many more times. Carrie, maybe you can go and be in the new John Wick, because thanks so much, guys. Take care.